Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that when you have less money, life somehow costs more? You are not living extravagantly. You are not buying luxury items. You are not wasting money. And yet, your bank balance drops faster than it feels like it should. Your car payment feels too high. Your rent increases every year. Your credit card balance barely moves. And when something small breaks, it feels like everything falls apart. A flat tire. A phone repair. A medical bill. One small issue turns into a financial crisis. Here is the uncomfortable truth. This is not random. This is not bad luck. This is not because you are irresponsible. This is math. And once you see it, you will understand why being broke is one of the most expensive conditions a person can be in. My name is Luke. And I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works in the real world. Not the perfect spreadsheet world. Not the just budget better world. The real world. If you are someone who works hard, tries to save, tries to plan, but still feels like money slips through your fingers, make sure you subscribe. And if this video helps you understand why money feels so hard, give it a thumbs up. Because this is not about motivation. This is about understanding the system you are playing in. Most people believe this. If I just had more discipline, I would be fine. Budget harder. Cut more. Say no more often. But here is what most people do not realize. When you are broke, discipline alone is not enough. Because being broke changes the math. You do not just have less money. You pay higher prices. You pay higher interest. You get worse terms. You have fewer options. And the fewer options you have, the more expensive every decision becomes. This is why two people making different financial choices can end up in completely different places. Not because one is smarter, but because one has margin. Let's start with credit cards. Because this is where the math quietly destroys people. Imagine you put $1,000 on a credit card. The interest rate is 24%. That number does not sound scary until you understand what it means. If you make only the minimum payment, you are not paying off debt. You are renting money. Over time, that $1,000 purchase turns into nearly $2,000. Now pause here. Nothing changed about the purchase. Same product. Same service. Same moment in time. The only difference is access to cash. One person paid $1,000. The other paid double. That is the math of being broke. Minimum payments feel safe because they reduce pain now. They lower stress today. But they massively increase pain later. Scarcity forces your brain to prioritize survival. Short-term relief beats long-term optimization. This is not a character flaw. It is biology. And financial systems are designed around this behavior. Here is something most people miss. Emergencies are more expensive when you are broke. A $500 emergency with savings costs $500. A $500 emergency without savings costs interest, fees, and stress. That same $500 might turn into $700 or $800 after interest and penalties. This is an emergency tax. And it only applies to people without buffers. Now let's talk about cars. Because cars are where people get trapped for years. Two people buy the same $20,000 used car. Person A has savings, has good credit, makes a down payment, gets a shorter loan. They pay about $2,500 in total interest. Person B, no savings, poor credit, no down payment, longer loan. They pay $10,000 or more in interest. Same car, same dealership, same day. One person pays thousands more. That extra money does not buy reliability. It does not buy comfort. It buys access. People say, just buy a cheaper car. That advice ignores reality. Cheaper cars break down more, require repairs, need cash immediately. No cash means credit cards. Repairs turn into debt. Debt turns into interest. The cheap option becomes the expensive one. This is how the trap tightens. Housing is another silent multiplier. Renters often pay high monthly rent, annual increases, application fees, deposits, moving costs. Homeowners with good credit lock in payments, build equity, gain stability. Two people pay similar monthly amounts. One builds wealth. One builds nothing. And here is the key point. People do not rent because it is better. They rent because they lack access. Access changes everything. Being broke comes with constant fees. Overdraft fees. Late payment fees. Account maintenance fees. Payday loan interest. Each fee feels small. Together, they quietly drain thousands of dollars over time. If you are short $100, you might pay $35 just for timing. Time becomes expensive when money is scarce. Healthy choices are cheaper long-term. But they are expensive upfront. Cooking requires time. Planning requires energy. Preventative care requires access. When you are exhausted and financially stressed, you choose survival. Fast food. Delayed care. Temporary fixes. These choices are rational in the short term, but expensive in the long term. Here is what most people never realize. Being broke is not just having less money. It is paying a premium for every mistake, every delay, every emergency. The system assumes you have slack. When you do not, you pay for it. Step 1. Build a small emergency buffer. Not perfection. Not $10,000. Even $500 breaks the emergency cycle. Step 2. Value liquidity over returns. Cash is not lazy. Cash is protection. Step 3. Eliminate high-interest debt. Every dollar at 25% is actively working against you. Step 4. Automate safety. Automatic payments. Automatic savings. Remove decisions when your brain is tired. If you are struggling right now, this matters. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not bad with money. You are navigating a system that punishes scarcity and rewards margin. But once you understand the math, you gain leverage. And leverage changes everything. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. Not to shame you. Not to scare you. But to help you escape the math that keeps people stuck. I will see you in the next one.